This is my my first video talking about working with some dirt. As you can see behind me, it's a new build house. I dug the foundation, I did the sewer in the back, and today I'm actually going to get started doing the water in the front. It goes across, so there is a main highway on the other side of this fence, and there is a meter over there that we need to replace. So I'm going to be replacing the whole meter box, or the meter pit, I'm sorry, with 3/4 inch copper, bringing 3/4 inch copper into the property, and then we're going to upsize it into 1 inch and trench it all the way back to the house. We're going to go just underneath this window right here, basically, and then the plumber is going to take it from there. But as you can see, I'm just sitting in a backhoe right now, just trying to figure out. They have stuff everywhere. I basically graded out this whole entire property. After I dug it, it's a 10-foot high wall, and I had to bring up the elevation 7 feet. It's really hard to tell, but that right there is an old well, and that was the existing grade, and we brought it up 7 feet out of the ground. You can kind of see that there's like a little hill back by that gray truck. But yeah, basically on this channel, I think all I'm gonna really talk about is moving dirt, talking about business, and I'm going to talk about pipe fitting, doing copper. That's like our forte, is storm sewer, working with the RCP, steel pipe, concrete pipe, plastic pipe, and also sanitary sewer. We set a lot of manholes, obviously SDR 35, from the 4-inch services to the 8-inch mains and up. Sometimes every once in a while there's a 6-inch service, but it's pretty rare. Most of the stuff that we do is 4-inch and 8-inch, and we're doing a lot of tie-ins. We do a lot of commercial work. This is kind of off the whim of what we do. We're pretty busy. We have 2 other bigger commercial jobs going on, and we're getting ready to start another one here in about a week or so. I'm not sure if I can say the name of the buildings that we're doing, but I will. One of them, it's a Chick-fil-A. We're doing that in Castle Rock. I'm here in Colorado. A lot of our stuff is going to be a little bit different than everywhere else in the U.S. or wherever you're from. But I will show you a lot of the underground stuff, because I haven't seen any good videos or anyone to follow as far as when it comes to the underground stuff. So maybe you guys will find it interesting. Hopefully someone will follow me and we can collaborate. And also, we're pretty new in the business. We started in October. Right now, we started in October 2017, and right now it is the very end of August 2018. So we've been in the industry for a while, but me and 2 of there's actually 3 partners, but 2 of them are more active than the other one in the field. You guys will meet them later on. Maybe we could get some interviews, and if we have any Q&As, we can sit down and have a chat with them, or whatever you guys want. I do a lot of fun stuff. I'm building a tiny boat at home. Maybe you guys would be interested in seeing some of that. I do a lot of home improvement stuff. I do tile stuff, but this is like my main job. But I do have a lot of hobbies. And it is possible to get your business going and to make stuff happen. I'm a dad. I have 2 boys. I'm married, but there's really no excuse. This is absolutely what I want to do, and this is what I'm going to be doing for a while. So hopefully we don't have any economy crashes or anything like that where anything stops. The construction industry stays pretty steady, especially here in Colorado. It's doing pretty good, but yeah, follow along. I will post updates definitely on this project, and when I get over to the Castle Rock, which I might be doing a little bit later today on the Chick-fil-A, I could show you guys kind of what we've been doing out there. We had to put in a fire hydrant, and I can show you a little bit of the parts and stuff that we used. On the next project, I'm probably going to get a little bit more in detail of what we are doing, what we are using, because I know there are not that many companies out there doing utility work, especially here in Colorado. So for us, it's awesome because we can gobble up quite a bit of work. There are obviously some companies that have been around for a lot longer than us, and they have relations with a lot of the GCs and inspectors and stuff like that. So I would say that they do get most of the work, but there's always room for a new guy if you know kind of what you're doing, if you're willing to learn and to grow. I don't know what it is. I don't know how it is where you are, but here in Colorado, every municipality is different, especially when dealing with water. Sometimes we have to do certain type of, they want to see certain type of fittings, or they all have their own procedure as far as chlorinating the water. Like if we were to go and put in a new stick of pipe or something, it would be we'd have to put in a certain amount of chlorine tablets, or if you use the powder, put it in per stick, and then you have to fill the pipe up and let it, what we call is cook with the chlorine. It basically kills all the bacteria, and it's shut off from the main, but it is full of water. Either the city lets us fill it from the main, or we have to get some water from somewhere else and pump it into the line. Then we do that, and then we have to do a pressure test. Again, on the pressure test, every municipality is a little bit different. Some places want you to test at 200 psi, some places it's 150, some places it's 100. And those tests are usually pretty long. They're a couple hours on either a 4-inch, or all the water tests have been like 2-3 hours long. So yeah, man. We also do a little bit of grading. I'll just take you along for the ride. I want to kind of develop this channel and talk more about the underground utilities, more so than the dirt work, because there's some really good guys out there on YouTube already that talk about the dirt work, and there's definitely a void for what I found for the utilities and stuff like that. So if anyone's wanting to get started in the industry, or just wants to tag along and check out and see what we do, then here you go. So I'm just in a 310 backhoe, just moving some dirt around. Like I said, right now I have what we call that is a shaker head. It's basically a vibratory plate connected on the back of the backhoe. But we have that's a forks for our skid steer. There's a bucket. That's a 24-inch bucket. That's an 18-inch bucket for this backhoe. I'm gonna hook that up real quick, start taking the water line, and we will go from there. And let me know if you guys want to know a little bit more information, basically about anything. If you want to learn how to take grade, or how you get customers, or finding GCs, or like what we do, maybe eventually I'll create a program where my phone's about to die. I'll create a program where you guys can download some information. I'll show you how I did the work. It's pretty simple. Like my buddy Luke always says, a lot of people make mountains out of molehills, meaning that it looks like it's like a big obstacle, but you get to it and it's really not. You realize that all this stuff is a lot easier than it seems. There's not a lot of people doing it anymore. There's definitely a lot of money in it. It can be lucrative if you know what you're doing. We're still trying to figure out that part.